Welcome to It's a Cold Game podcast. I'm your host, Scooby. This podcast is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. So enter at your own risk. I speak on every topic I can think of. Relationships, politics, real life events, urban news that's in the community, any and everything. So don't get offended by the things I say. And if you do get offended, oh well, you'll be all right. And if you're not all right, just text me, 925-497-1161. That's 925-497-1161. If you have a question, want to get on an episode, or want to argue, hit me up. See you inside. Deuce. Women. I'm speaking to the women on this one. Women, this is a red flag. Now, if your nigga get out the shower and put on his socks, his shirt, his deodorant, and put on his drawers last, that's a red flag. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. As a man, you put on your drawers first before you get out the shower. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. None. I get out the shower, first thing I do, where my drawers at. I'm not finna be walking around this naked. Hey, if the nigga don't put on his drawers first, that's a red flag. It is. What's up with y'all? How everybody doing? How everybody doing today? Welcome to It's a Cold Game podcast. I'm your host, Scooby. And yeah, we in here once again for I think this the 37th time. Like I said, we're on our way to 50. And I got to congratulate myself. My son said I should congratulate myself because I made it to 500 subscribers. You know, I made it to 500 subscribers. It's a good accomplishment, though. I ain't going to even hold you. It is a good accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? And I think I only started this, I think it's probably been a year. Yeah, I think it probably been a year or less. You know, I had the Baby Mama, Baby Daddy Chronicles. That shit didn't work out. But, so I changed it to this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, congratulate myself on 500 subscribers, you know. A lot of people would have gave up because I ain't getting no views from this shit like that. I am not getting no views for this shit. I ain't gonna lie. But this is what I like to do. This is like my hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's your hobby, you don't mind doing it. You don't mind doing it. I like getting on camera talking shit. You know, I like getting on camera saying what I have to say about the art community and what's going on in the world. That don't make no sense. You know, somebody got to talk about this shit. Somebody got to talk about this shit. You know, somebody do it. I'm going to be the person that do. If it's right, wrong, you know what I'm saying? If it's right or wrong, I'm going to talk about it. You know? So, yeah, we made it to 500 subscribers. So y'all like, comment, subscribe. It don't hurt to like, comment, and subscribe. I feel if you don't like, comment, subscribe, you just a hater. That's just me. You just a natural born hater. You know what I'm saying? And I got my AI camera. So yeah, I got 2 camera angles now. I got one right here and one right there. So I'm trying to upgrade it, you know, I'm trying to upgrade. So yeah, hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody mental doing good. Shit, let's get to the topic. Let's get to, damn, I forgot. What I be saying? I don't know how I forgot this. And it's my shit, but let's get it off your chest. Get it off your chest this week. Women, it happens every week. It just never disappoints me that women always saying some slow shit. Now listen to this. Listen to this. I just had it. Okay, I'm on Instagram. But you know, I be saving shit. Here we go. Listen to this.
Cook, because why do you know how to cook? That's a problem.
I'm going to replay it.
I don't like when men know how to cook, because why do you know how to cook? That's a problem.
I don't like when men know how to cook. That's her ick. You know, I-C-K. You know, like, I don't like this. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to turn it up.
I don't like when men know how to cook, because why do you know how to cook? That's a problem.
So, my question is, if you a man and you don't know how to cook, it's a problem. If you're a man and you do know how to cook, it's a problem. Like, that's crazy to me. That just don't make no sense. It makes no sense at all. How is it a problem that I know how to cook? Like, that don't make no sense. I teach my son how to cook. I teach women how to cook. I taught women how to cook that didn't know how to cook, that didn't know how to boil no water. Like, I grew up around my aunties. Yeah, I grew up around my aunties and shit. I was in the house learning how to cook. Shit, I'd be in the kitchen looking, nigga, because what if I get hungry one day and want to feed myself? And we got chicken, we got spaghetti, we got turkey meat. We got all these things in the refrigerator that's in there to cook. But you just looking like, damn, but I don't know how to cook that. I don't know how to cook that. I don't know how to cook that. I don't want no top ramen. I don't want no top ramen. I grew up on top ramen. You would never see Scooby eat no top ramen. You would never, ever, ever see me eat no top ramen. Never. Nigga, I grew up on top ramen. We chopped up hot links, put it in the top ramen. We chopped up chicken, put it in the top ramen like a gourmet chef. You feel me? We had gourmet top ramen. That's why I can't eat that shit no more. I can't. Like, that shit is disgusting. Like, you would never catch me eating no top ramen. Never. Never going back to that. But women, man, y'all gotta do better, like, for real. I mean, I'm not speaking for all women, but her in general, that was crazy work. That was. Like, a man that know how to cook, that should be a good thing. That should be a good thing. What if you got kids and he don't have no kids? You feel me? Y'all been together for about 5 years. You introduce him to your kids. What if he didn't know how to cook? And you just came off a 12-hour shift. And you got to come home and cook. You got to come home and do everything. You got to come home and prepare the food. You got to come home and do all that. But if you got a nigga that know how to cook, you can come home, get in the shower, get in the bed, and eat. Talk with your significant other. How was your day? What such and such this? Such and such this? Oh, this food was good, man. What you put in this shit? It makes everything easier if two people in the house know how to cook. So I didn't understand that, man. I didn't. And the video I got that from, they just added it to the list of what women don't like that men do. It was like 800 things. It was. Like, I mean, you should be happy that a man know how to cook. She said it's a red flag. How is it a red flag? If you know how to cook, that don't mean your wrist broke. It don't. If a man know how to cook, that don't mean his wrist broke. Now, if a man, I'd say like this, I'll put it to you like this. This is a red flag, I would think. Women, I'm speaking to the women on this one. Women, this is a red flag. Now, if your nigga get out the shower, and put on his socks, his shirt, his deodorant, and put on his drawers last, that's a red flag. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. As a man, you put on your drawers first before you get out the shower. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. None. I get out the shower, first thing I do, where my drawers at? I'm not finna be walking around this motherfucker naked. Hey, if the nigga don't put on his drawers first, that's a red flag. It is. Why is you walking around this motherfucking commando? Why is you walking around here with just your socks and your t-shirt on? That's crazy. That's crazy. Them is female tendencies, if you ask me. A woman can put on her socks, her bra, put on everything, put on her drawers last. That's a woman. But for a man to do that, that's crazy. That's crazy. So the man just walking around with a towel on, with some socks and a shirt on, with his little footies and shit. That's a red flag if you ask me. Flag on the play, blood. That's a flag on the play. That's a flag on the play. And I'm gonna put this poll on. I'm gonna put this poll on there. I'll put it on Instagram, YouTube, and I'll put it on TikTok. If a man put on his drawers, his socks, put on his socks and his shirt on first, and put on everything first, and put on his drawers last, is that a red flag? I would think so. I would think so. I think that nigga a little zesty or got a little sugar in his tank. He got a little sugar in his tank for sure. But I didn't even show y'all. Look, my Kobe poster. Let me see if my camera go over there. You see my Kobe poster right here in the background. Then I got my Shaq poster over there. Yeah, I changed things around a little bit, But yeah, you gotta do things different a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if your nigga put on his shirt and his little footies, his socks first, that's a red flag. That's a flag on the play, blood. I'm sorry. Just think about it. But let's get into kicks of the week. Kicks of the week. These some Nikes. These just some little Nikes that I be, that I bought. There ain't nothing special about them. They clean to me though. They might be ugly, but they clean to me. I just be buying shit. Like I told you, I just be buying shit. So them the kicks of the week. I don't know what they call. They might be called Grandpa Nikes. But yeah, that was the kicks of the week. So let's get into the topic. The topic today is need to be said. We gotta know. The topic is just know the consequences before and after you do it. You gotta know the consequences before and after you do it. Like, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. I'm 35 years old. I'll be 36 April 7th. My son will be 12 years old on April 2nd. He know the consequences of his action. I know the consequences of my action. I know, bam, if I go do this, damn, I might lose my job. I know if I do this, shit, she might not be with me no more. He know if he fuck up in school, it's consequences for that shit. But me and him got an understanding that everything that they teach you in school is not real. All I ask this nigga to do is get good grades. I don't care about no teacher calling my phone, about no phone or no cellular phone, or he got his phone in class. I don't give a fuck. I tell him like this. I tell him straight up. He know this. Just don't get caught. Just don't get caught. I don't want no Edomite coming telling me, oh, Delane, calling me and shit at work and shit. Oh, your son doing this, your son. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Just don't get caught with certain shit. If you in class on your phone, you got your headphones in, just don't get caught. Because if you get caught, you know the consequences of your actions. I don't want to hear that shit. Just get A's, B's, and C's, and don't have the teacher calling my phone. Just get good grades, you get anything you want. But if the teacher do call me, if I do gotta come up to a school, then you getting your ass whooped. Then we got a problem. Then that's where whoopings come in at. So knowing the consequences before and after you do something is a big thing. It's a huge thing. Pause. But yeah, like I'm tired of seeing these kids, bro, killing kids. Like I'm tired of seeing kids killing kids. Like the other day, it happened in Arizona or some shit like that. It was like a 16-year-old kid killed like a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old for gang initiation. That shit crazy to me. Like, and then I'm pretty sure the family or whoever the nigga was that shot them, killed them kids. That's crazy. That's some crazy work. And then the other one that's going viral, what happened in Texas to, I guess his name is G Money Sign Lil Rodney, whatever the nigga name is. He was in a car, he was in a car with his 5-year-old daughter, and they killed him and his daughter. Like shit like that. It's too many people killing kids. Like, nigga, if you got beef with somebody, man, walk them down. Look who he in the car with. Something, walk him down. Shit, if y'all funking like that, walk him down and kill him. If that's the case, I don't know if I can say that shit on YouTube, but walk them down and knock them down then. If that's the case. Don't be killing no kids. Kids is innocent. Kids ain't bothering nobody. Like, that's some fucked up shit that this 12-year-old, they killed a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But it was for gang initiation. What gang is initiating that shit? And I think they was just innocent bystanders. So, nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's consequences to it. Remember after and before. Remember that it's consequences for your action. Remember what you're doing before and after you do it. Remember that after you do this crime, you're going to jail for 50 to life. No, after you commit this crime, you're going to jail from 5 to 10. You feel me? Like, kids is innocent. Kids should be off limits. Off limits, not lemons. Off limits, even though I look like a little lemon today. But kids, kids is off limits. It should be. It should be. Maybe you young niggas need to start going to the gun range. Like, have y'all thought about that? If you really got ops and shit, nigga, go to the gun range. Get your aim up. Go get your aim up. Stop shooting anything. I remember, NBA YoungBoy, when he was younger, he got charged with shooting at somebody. The judge told his ass, he was like, man, you lucky you didn't shoot nobody. You lucky you didn't have a good shot. And he said it wasn't because of lack of trying. Because he said because you let off a lot. But he was like, you lucky you wasn't a good shot. Like, a lot of niggas can't shoot. A lot of niggas don't go to the gun range. A lot of niggas don't have gun safety. A lot of niggas don't. Like I probably niggas that's holding probably don't even know it ain't no safety on no Glock. That's the number one thing you should know. Ain't no safety on no Glock. And a lot of us do. A lot of us do know what one in the head mean. A lot of us don't know one in the head mean. It's just simple shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, have gun safety. If you're gonna be a terrorizer, if you're gonna be knocking shit down, man, make sure you know the consequences before and after you do it. When I say before and after you do it, I'm tired of niggas going on social media after they do it and say, don't be like me. Don't do what I do. Nigga, like, why? We already know that you should have took your own advice. You should have took your own advice. They write a long ass paragraph on social media. Long ass two paragraphs. Long ass 2 pages. Long ass 2 pages. Like, yeah, don't do this because 3 minutes cost me 12 years. 3 minutes cost me my family. Man, you should have took your own advice. Nigga, we already know. We already know when you commit that crime, it only takes 2 or 3 minutes to throw your whole life away. We already know. If you run in this bank, that's 5 years. 5 to 10. We know if you're going to knock a nigga down, that's what, 20 to life. 30 to life. We already know that. We don't need none of that. We don't need them long ass paragraphs. Even though I understand it, you know what I'm saying? I understand it because you trying to save the youth, but you should have took your own advice. Every time a nigga get in trouble, they want to go Muslim. They want something to, like, they want something. They want to find something meaningful. They want to change their life in jail. Nigga, you didn't have to live that life. You didn't. So, I understand, like I said, I understand you trying to help the youth because you don't want them to end up and do what you did. But nigga, it's too late. You could have changed that shit out here. Why wait till you go to jail to change? Why wait until you get 30 years of life to change now? Because you see the error of your ways now? Nigga, like, I don't know. Like I said, I get it. But don't make no emotional decision. Remember the consequences before and after you do it. Like, for real. Like, that's all you can say. Like, man, I'm over it. I'm over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez, just killing kids. Like, it's crazy. And it's kids killing kids. Like, if some shit just happened out here, like they killed the kid 12 to 13. What is you niggas doing? Why is y'all outside at 12 and 13? Going to school. Like, you know they gonna snitch on each other. Like, it happened, I think it happened in Stockton. Like, it was like a 12 and a 14-year-old. They killed another kid or something. Like a couple weeks ago to a month ago. Something like that. And they caught them. One got away, and they caught one. Then the one that got away, you know who you see. You know the person that killed him snitched on him. Like, and then the kids don't know if you do a drive-by and you in the car with the nigga, you guilty too. You get 20 to life as well. A lot of kids don't know that. If you commit a crime with the person, if you're going to knock a nigga down and it's successful, you going because you was in the car as well, even if you was a getaway driver. More than likely, you going down too. So, and then It'd be like, who raising them? It like, who raising them? Some of these kids don't have no dad. They don't have no grandma. I mean, they don't have no mom. Some of these kids that's raised by their great grandparents. Now, when the great grandparents, let me see. When the great grandparents is raising these kids, the great grandparents already 70, 60, 65. They already hella old. So when the kid gets 16 to 18 or a teenager, they're probably bigger than the great grandparent. They probably stronger. You can't tell them nothing. You ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing. They gonna do what they want to do. They gonna go to the streets. More than likely, everybody that's locked up in jail, more than likely, they don't have no parents. They probably got a mom and don't probably have a dad. A mom can't raise a kid. A mom cannot raise a kid on her own. Like, instill that in your head. A mom cannot raise a boy on her own. It is what it is. A mom cannot raise a kid on her own. That's just what it is. It is. Like, when that great grandparent, they can't control them. Like, they can't. Look at Menace to Society. Nigga, he had his grandparents, nigga, they told that nigga, you gotta cut. He was doing too much in the street. You can't control it. He might have got his high school diploma, but Kane was in the streets. Like, look at all the movies. I'm pretty sure all the people that's in jail, they came from a single family home, or they was raised by somebody else. They probably was raised by a foster parent. They probably was raised by a great granny, something, or a grandpa or grandma or something like that. So, man, we got to start taking care of our kids. Get our kids out the street, for real. You know what I'm saying? Get our kids out of the street, and then when a kid do something like go kill another kid, go rob somebody's house, and they do all this time in juvenile hall, they always quick to say have empathy or have sympathy for the kid. Why should we have empathy and sympathy for the kid? Just because he didn't have no mom or no dad? Just because he didn't have the fortune that we had? You feel me? Just because he didn't have the life that we had, we should have some empathy and sympathy for him. Like I said before, you got to know the consequences before you do them, before and after you do it. We shouldn't have to have no empathy or sympathy for this nigga. Nigga, he chose to do this. He chose to get high and go knock a nigga down or something. He chose to get high and want to go rob some shit. I could go on and on about shit like this, man. We got to stop killing each other. We really do. Stop killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself and hurting your family. That's all you doing. If y'all see my son, he in the background right here. But yeah, we gotta do better. Nigga can't have no empathy or no sympathy on a motherfucker who did shot kids, who did something to a kid, who did something to an old person. Hey man, fuck that shit. You know what you're doing before you do it. Like if I go outside today and go shoot, knock a nigga down, or shoot my gun in the air, I know that it's consequences to that. Like I do. That's why I'm so glad I wasn't playing with guns. Like in my 20s, I would be drunk to the mother. I'll probably kill everybody, knocking everybody down in the party or something. Nigga, I get mad if I'm drunk. That's why I'm happy, man. I don't drink no more. You can't be a shooter and be drunk. You can't be a shooter and be high all the time. You can't be a shooter and be on drugs, because you will go commit a crime and then wake up in jail and don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. And that happens a lot too. Nigga have a gun. Nigga have a gun on him and shoot and knock somebody down and wake up in jail and be like, damn, how I get here? Damn, how I get in jail? I remember I was at a party, I had my gun on me. What did I do? What did I do? Then go to the judge in the Monday morning, man. You go into jail with a $2 million bond for killing somebody just because they stepped on your shoes. That's because they looked at you the wrong way. So, then we gotta stop drinking. We gotta stop smoking and carrying these guns as well. You feel me? Nigga black out and knock a nigga down and won't even know it until they pick your ass up. So, I'm glad I stopped drinking. I am. I done been through some shit drinking, boy. But, you know, shit happens. Shit happens for a reason. I ain't that type of nigga that's gonna say, I wish I could take this back and all, man. It is what it is. You know, but I know now I'm in a better place, though. I know I'm in a better place now. Man, I'm in a better place now. Ain't none of that shit going down no more. Nothing. That drinking shit gone. Smoking, that shit out the door. I gotta be aware of everything. You know? Man, I just wish sobriety on everybody. For real. I just seen on Instagram, then I'm gonna get out of here. I just seen on Instagram a nigga had dropped his drink. A nigga had dropped his drink on the desk. You know, it spilled on the desk. He got his cup. Got a card, and was scraping the juice in the cup. Scraping the lean in the cup. Scraping the lean like this. Scraping the lean in the cup. Nigga, if you gotta do that, you don't need to be sipping. If you gotta do that, you don't need no drugs. There's clearly, it probably was your last pint or you can't afford it. Like for real, if you gotta scrape your lean that you spilled in a cup instead of just getting it up, you a DopeFein. Instead of just getting it up with a towel, you gotta scrape it with a card to put it in your cup, you a DopeFein. Or you can't afford your habit. You better go get some, you better get that cheap shit, go get some, what's that shit called? Some methadone. Methadone is cheaper. Go get you some methadone if you're gonna be a DopeFein like that. Go get you some methadone. It's about the same shit. Go get you some methadone if that's the case. If you gotta scrape some lean off the table, go get you some methadone. Shit, I got the plug on it. I go get you some methadone. Shit, hit me. I know who got it. Nah, but on a serious note, man, know the consequences before you do it. Know the consequences before and after you do it. I don't think a lot of people be like, man, if I do this crime, it's gonna give me 10 to 20. If I don't do this crime, it's gonna give me 0. We just in the moment. So, yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in to this Cold Game Podcast. It don't hurt to like, comment, subscribe. You know, it's a Cold Game Podcast on all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, X. It's on everything. It don't hurt to like, comment, and subscribe. It don't. And I will be doing my live listeners next week. I will. So, this is the end. See y'all next week. My name is Scooby, and I approve this message. Deuce. And another thing, don't be laughing at my hair. I get my hair done next week. I'm getting we both getting our hair cut next week. I don't know where my barber at. But the nigga probably out of town or something. And another thing, man, y'all go to the same barber y'all go to. Don't be barbershop hopping. That's how you get your hair fucked up. Don't be barbershop hopping. I'm gonna go to this barbershop. I'm gonna go to this barbershop. Nigga, stay at one consistent barber. Stay at one consistent barber and build a relationship. Because I've been to different barbers and I was like, damn, he can cut, but he can't cut. You know what I'm saying? Stay with one barber. That'll make your life better. But it's a Cold Game Podcast. My name is Scooby. We out this thing. Deuce. All right, y'all. Y'all been listening to It's a Cold Game Podcast. We're coming to the end. So if you like what you heard, tell a friend and tell that friend to tell a friend about this podcast. If you want to argue, get on the episode, or want to give me topics or give me some advice, hit me up, 925-497-1161. Until next time, deuce.